What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at baby Litmanen. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'll refer to him as the baby. So I don't know if I'm getting that right. Obviously, he is a cam centre forward, even to an extent maybe a striker. Personally, I would not put him as a striker in any sort of team. I think for me, he's better at that centre, like his card is a centre forward cam role, very much like his other two versions. Obviously, this one's an 85 version, so one of the lowest rated icons you can get, and one of the cheapest again you can get. Another card that probably you wouldn't have wanted in the base icon SBC, especially seeing as though you're probably pumping in at the minute around about 500 to 600k worth of coins. He's gonna put you back quite a bit. Obviously, being untradeable and finish, you're going to struggle to really put him into a team, really. The only kind of upside, again, to most of these lower rated icons and lower priced icons is they do link teams together. And you, like I say with a lot of them, especially if you have got him untradeable, you can go ahead and whack him in a team and sub him off straight away. Not realistically what you'd want to do for an icon, but if you have got that untradeable, you maybe not have got the look from the base icon, you can have that option. And realistically, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. I don't see EA putting in an icon dump SBC anywhere for quite a few months, I can imagine. I'd imagine when the prime moment icons or the primes come out, I reckon sometime around about then we'll see something along the lines, hopefully. Let's get into the review of him though. Like I say, he's an 85 centre forward. That is the baby version. He's got a mid that's an 88 cam, and he's got a 90 rated prime, which is a cam also. Obviously, the prime is not available at the minute. The mid is worth 375k, so again, not the greatest of value for a mid, but he does upgrade, obviously, by free ratings, which does come with some nice upgrades in the card, so we will be doing that one at some point soon. He's a 3-star skiller with a 4-star weak foot. He is 5'11" with a right foot, and he is medium. So already, skill moves could be better. Height, I'm not really too fussed about. I don't think the game has a kind of major disadvantage or advantage regardless of how tall or small your team is. If you had a really small team throughout the whole of the pitch, maybe you might see kind of like that downgrade kind of game in heading, but realistically when it comes to attacking heading and your defenders, for instance, predominantly most of them are quite tall anyway, so I can't see that being too much of an issue. Up front, realistically, you don't really want to be crossing it. You mainly want to be playing on the ground in this game. The heading is just nowhere in the game. Stats wise, 76 pace, so already off the mark, not the greatest when it comes to actually just running. Shooting wise, 85, 94 attacking positioning, which is really nice. 85 finishing, again, you can deal with. 80 shot power, you're looking at a chem star for that anyway. 84 passing, you get 87 vision, 88 short passing, which is actually really nice, and one of the positives for him. I think short game wise, he is fantastic, really good, and that mixed in with his 92 composure. I find that the short game of Litmanen is incredible. When it comes to then playing a further field and going long passing, it's only 78. It's doable, like don't get me wrong, you won't miss every single opportunity, but I do prefer playing the little 1-2s with him. Very composed on the ball, and I did notice that quite a lot with this card. He's very good at assisting and making some play. So even though he doesn't have the greatest of pace, I find when he's got the ball at his feet, I was really happy with kind of what he can produce. Agility and balance isn't the greatest as well, so that again, he's a very static player in my eyes. I don't see him kind of dribbling around a lot of people or outbeating people to a through ball. He's very much ball at feet and then play off him. That is the sort of player this guy is. Even though he's not massive, he can't really hold up with strength, he still manages to kind of keep that ball, and with the passing game, it's more like a 1-second turnaround. As soon as he's got the ball, you should realistically know where your next pass is going to be, or at least kind of moving your player backwards so you're not losing the ball every single time. If someone's being a very aggressive defender, you want to make sure that you've got that ball away from your feet, and if he is that aggressive, you'll find that he'll be lunging in through challenges, sliding everywhere. You want to make sure that that doesn't happen, and as soon as you pass the ball away, he hits the back of him, that's it, you've got a free kick. And then free kick glitch, if that's still a thing, which is annoying as hell anyway, you can then really kind of take advantage from that. That for me would be the perfect way to play with him. Stamina-wise, again, physical in general just is not impressive whatsoever. 76 stamina, 54 jumping, 69 strength, and 22 aggression. I've never seen the aggression that low, to be honest. But, like I say, physical aspects are really, really not there whatsoever. And I think, even on his prime and his mid, physical and aggression and everything like that just isn't with this card. He's not a very good get back of the ball kind of player, the player who's going to turn the possession over. He's more the person that you're giving the ball, you're kind of going forward with and really playing off. That is the main aspect of this card. The 1-2s, maybe the through ball from him actually would work quite well. He can finish as well, that's something that I did know. He was really good at actually getting just outside the box and kind of going for that Hail Mary shot where you're going around a keeper, stuff like that, finesses. Actually really good at finishing, and with the composure as well, very calm and collective. I really did like that about the card. It is just a shame that his pace just really isn't up to scratch. So, chem styles, what are we looking at? Personally, I think there's only one option realistically with this card, and that's got to be the Hunter. It would turn him into an 87 centre forward or an 86 cam. For me, especially in this game, you most definitely need something along them lines. If you don't want him necessarily as a really attacking player, someone who's going to score the goals from outside the box, you could go with Catalyst. It would still give him the same amount of pace and you'd get 92 passing from him. Again, it would turn it into an 87 centre forward, but instead of an 86 cam, you'd get an 88 rated cam from him. Personally, I think them two are the options depending on what you actually want from him. If you're looking for someone who's going to have that absolute beautiful pass, I would 100% recommend the Catalyst. If you want someone who's going to potentially go for goal, edge of area, them sort of kind of goals, you definitely want the Hunter. I don't personally think Hawk would be of any value. I think personally the strength and aggression is already so low. Even with that little 5 and 10 upgrade on the strength and aggression, really wouldn't make much difference. And personally, you're losing out on your pace purely for the fact that you're getting 5 extra strength. For me, I'd just learn to play around him and really use him in that aspect, especially if you are going to get him. Personally, do I think he's worth the pickup? Probably not. For 185k, or 180 to 190k, for me, he is just not up there. He is not up there whatsoever. There is so many players that you can get that is pretty much the same value, if not better value, for a lot less coins. Personally, I think he's in the same sort of category as like the Iscos, the kind of Benzema's kind of got a better shot, to be honest, and I don't think he's got much more pace, if anything, but he can hold the ball up better. I think he is in the kind of era of Isco, someone who is a good playmaker. I think Isco has the passing, necessarily doesn't have the shooting or the pace, where I think Litmanen is kind of the other way. He has average passing, good shooting, really okay pace, and then just nothing on the physicals. But people like Firmino, you could even get Royce for that price, and I think as well you could even get De Bruyne, who is a quality cam. For me, that is well worth the value. Yes, you may not be able to link them with everybody, but is it really worth getting someone who's less good, not as good as the other player, but can link everybody together? For me, I'd just figure out how to use the formation and change it around in game, do something like that, and you can link anybody together. There's plenty of players that you can link. Even Firmino in the Brazil league, in the Brazil nation, you can link him with so many different leagues. It's unreal. I'm giving him a 5 out of 10 for his value for coins. For me, like I say with Inzaghi, it's mainly the fact that he can link everybody together. And maybe, yes, he can play a little bit, but unless I got him untradeable, I probably wouldn't pick this card up ever again. I really just don't fancy him in the team. And obviously now with Zidane, he wouldn't make it anyway. But personally, if I had Firmino or someone along them lines, I just don't see the point in paying 185k for this card. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 for FUT Champs, because if you have got him untradeable, I still think you could use him. If he's untradeable, I think it'd be the right thing to do. You could obviously super sub if you don't need to super sub, in the sense of putting him on and then maybe taking him off straight away. Or you could kind of put him on for the end of the game. If you're winning, then give him a shout, give him a try, see what you think. Hunter, Catalyst, give him a try on both. And I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 on the overall for absolutely everything. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Like I say, I'm going to be trying to kind of schedule a few uploads. So if I do take a bit of time to get back to the comments and stuff like that, I'm going away next week. So there's hopefully going to be at least one video per day coming out review wise. So I'm really trying to get myself up to scratch with that. Hopefully you enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.